Indeed, greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you so much for joining me again on another video, another live stream, another experience. I do appreciate you sharing this space with me. Excuse the noise, I'm sorry. Just the consistency with which it happens is the part that amuses me, you know. Like me and my dad will have a discussion, if you will, not really a fight, a discussion after stream where I'll ask him why it is with such consistency there's always noise to be made as soon as I want to go live. And his excuse is he just happens to think of things that happens to make noise when I go live. Oh, he's so consistently inconsiderate. Asha mush 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 mush. Thank you, Toasty. I need Asha mush mush mush. I'm pretty molten today. A little bit in a state of being liquid, if you will. So I'm just gonna be calm. How are you doing, Toasty? How are you feeling, man? How's life been treating you? Do let me know, friend. Did you do anything exciting today? Do you have anything exciting planned for today? Man, that noise. I'm baked AF, bro. Me too, Toasty. I'm only barely on planet Earth right now. Don't seek love. Prepare yourself for it by removing fear. Don't seek love. Prepare yourself for it by removing fear. Man. Hello to you as well. Thank you for joining us, the brothers. I appreciate you sharing this space with us. And it's day 220 of showing up in this space, my friend. I'm feeling today especially that I want to make myself very aware of the energy of calm, the energy of relaxation, the energy of love. We come together in this space to remind ourselves of these things, my friend. Sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the little stories we tell ourselves, you know, of how insignificant we are, of how unimportant we are, of how little we matter. And in this space we get to come together and remind ourselves that is nothing but an illusion. Hello, First Aid. Thank you for joining us again, my friend. Fear prevents so much. Don't seek love. Prepare yourself by removing fear. And love will come. Man, what a trip. So true though as well, right? As Charles just said, Mr. Smithies, thank you for joining me, friend. Just by being afraid, you basically cut yourself off from so much. I'm thinking specifically about some of the states of mind I've been in, you know, when I'm in a relationship, and how the fear of something mishappening, if you will, in the relationship can be the thing that basically ends up destroying that entire relationship in the first place. People are so scared of losing one another that they push one another away. Peace and love worldwide indeed. Sammy B, thank you. Sesame B, Sammy B, thank you for joining us, my friend. I appreciate you being here. What about when we get to day 666? What then? Then we're going to celebrate the day 666 as well, my friend. The number 666 was technically... lost my plucky side. Kiki is trying to steal my stuff again. The number 666 was demonized because it was a way of writing in a numerical value the name of Emperor Nero. And the Emperor Nero used to kill Christians by the truckloads. And as a result of that, he got associated with evil in the Christian community. So the number 666 doesn't necessarily have any bad vibes / negativity attached to it in itself. It's just the attachment that people have added to it. What are you playing with? Like you can, I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can kind of see her. She's just up to dojers and shenanigans again. I like your hipster style and I like you playful. Thank you for joining us here, my friend. Peace and love and wubs. Thank you so much. I appreciate those, team. But fear is often a cover-up for another emotion, like shame. Shame or doubt as well. And thank you for joining us, Halate. Yeah, shame or doubt. And it's usually when it's doubt that people get themselves really deep into things, you know. I knew it was gonna happen. What, Kiki? What? What? What will you mark? She wants me to throw this thing around for her. Frickin'. It's like, there's just no peace. No peace. We bought her a new, like, toy today. Like, and she brings it back, you see. Now I need to grab onto it. Yeah, she's like, how is this something that a dog does? Yeah, go and play with it there. Oh man. Layers and layers of the psyche. You're very right, Halate. When then we dance with the devil, I hear he likes classic ballroom. Can you not? Can you like go and get me your rope or something? This thing is like full of your spit already. Transferring one doge to the other side. Disgusting hair all over my freaking body. I'm not going to win that one, I know. Okay, Kiki, genoeg. Give me space. Go and get one of the other dogs to play with you. This day is wondersome. You are wondersome. Thank you for joining us, Cable. It's actually day 219. He's a time traveler from one day in the future. I'm pretty sure it's day 220, friend. We've been doing this every single day as well, so that's been 220 days of consecutive streaming every single day. So technically today is this dog is abrasing my freaking... Can you not? Can you not, please? I know what you want me to do, but I don't want to do that right now. I've played with you all day. Ludo! Shantai! Vessel! Of course, now everyone has retreated to their rooms, if you will. Thank you for the love, Cable. Damn, bro, where do you live? It looks beautiful out there. I live in South Africa, my friend. Thank you for joining me. Self-fulfilling prophecy. That is it. That is it, Halate. That really is it. The world isn't ready to accept this. The ability to stop time is objectively the best superpower. It is useful in all situations and has no inherent weaknesses. The ability to control matter would be significantly more powerful because you would be able to like control time as well. I think so, at least. At least with the understanding of matter I have. Maybe it wouldn't. Maybe it would be a painful stopping of time. Like I'm already freaking divulging 50% of my consciousness to this little monster's shenanigans. Shenanigans. Give me some space, won't you, you monster, you mush mush mush. Usha mush 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 mush. Usha mush 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 mush. There. You've been a mush mushed. She's just so dirty. You're a dirty doge. You're a dirty doge. Oh, sorry, some boobs. There's a piece of my. Oh, I got it. This is what you want? Yeah, she just wants me to continue doing that indefinitely. Rido! Shantai! I need someone to take her, or just bring me a proper toy or something I can actually hold on to. I. I'm giving her the butt scritches, and she's trying to bite me. Rido! I can hear him, but they can't hear me. I call baloney. Stoute kabouter. She's being too much of a stoute kabouter a lot there. I can't concentrate. Flying dog. Hey, but it's often also a cover-up for something beneath. The reason for doubt exists. You're very right, my friend. The world isn't ready to accept this. Oh, yeah, I don't think the ability to stop time is cooler than the ability to control matter, my friend, unfortunately. Ah, Kiki! Asseblief. Relax. Rido! Shantai! Help my asseblief! Help me, please. Someone needs to help me. I can't concentrate. This dog is terrorizing me. Save me, someone. I need to be saved. Kan jy my asseblief help? Sy is besig om sit te kry gaan nie by my. Sy wil nie uitlos nie. Dankie. Kry vir haar tou speel ding. Of bring hom vir my. Soos ek sal okay wees om met hom te speel, maar sy alleen is too much. Peace. I'm taking sips of water for peace. I love her to bits, but my brain doesn't want to work if she's... And my sister, for some reason, bought her a collar with a little bell in her neck as well. So on top of her just being absolute chaotic energy, it's chaotic energy with a ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling to let you know how close the chaos is. My brain just doesn't want to like stop paying attention. It just represents a mad murderer or something. Essentially, go look it up for yourself. There's this numerology thing that they used to do with Hebrew letters, so you could identify certain sounds, certain words with certain numbers, and if you add up all the numbers that the name Emperor Nero would spell out, it was the numbers 666. So that is the conclusion of it, if you will. Same with the lucky number 13, quite a good number, new beginnings and letting go. I don't know about that either, my friend. Is 13 supposed to be an unlucky number? I think people, if anything, are the ones that apply those characteristics, and then because they practice the thinking / thought pattern of that, those genes just like kind of come into synchronicity, and then they form understandings for themselves. Flying dog. And to play with it like a child, ages, being. The universe is... The best superpower is to observe the universe as it is, and to play with it like the child / ageless being the universe is. I think that's what we're already equipped with, if you will. If that's the best superpower, we're all superheroes already. But doubt is often also a cover-up for something beneath the reason for doubt to exist. I'm not even thinking of doubt to exist. I'm thinking it's feelings of inadequacy, maybe. So it's inadequacy / feelings of unworthiness at the root level, the base level. And then above that, there is the jealousy / doubt / uncertainty of the partner. And then on top of that, there is, you know, all of the negatives that flow from it, if you will. Again, if you can't fix the issues you have of yourself, if you can't get to a point where you can love yourself and appreciate yourself and care for yourself as you would want to care and love and appreciate someone else, then you're already making a mistake. You're going to be stopping yourself, if you will, right out of the gate. Christine, thank you for joining us here, my friend. How have you been? I have the ability to control energy. Matter is just condensed energy, and time is the movement of energy. So yeah, I'm sorted. We're all very much sorted in that way, Cable. You're right. Jasmine, thank you for joining us, my friend. Oh, good morning, Melt. And dear friends, I do hope you are all well. I'm doing so well, Jasmine. I'm feeling especially calm today. The birds are sounding absolutely blessed. I got to rather, experience the chaos of Kiki just before the stream. And now that, not that there's anything wrong with her energy, now that the energy is no longer right now in my immediate vicinity, she's probably terrorizing someone else, somewhere now, but peace. Peace feels so good. I wonder if the reason it feels so good is the reason people are so resistant to it. Maybe it's again, one of those feelings of inadequacy. It's raising its ugly head, if you will, where you don't feel you deserve to be happy, or your species deserves to be happy, or your enemies deserve to be happy, so you try and instigate something that will break that peace. And then there are things that chip away at peace as well, small things. Someone being inconsiderate or doing the same thing over and over again, and it pissing you a little bit off every single time until you feel like you're going to snap and make some sort of rash decision. Again, the only way to mediate, prevent that, is just communication. But then there is the catch-22 of the conversation in the first place can be what actually creates the dismay. So it's this paradoxical thing of we get into fights because we don't communicate efficiently. And the way to get out of those fights / stay out of those fights is to communicate in the first place. But then communicating in the first place is what creates the environment in which we can communicate inefficiently. And it's this back and forth loop. And then there's probably greed as well as a result, or as a reason that peace has a hard time continuing existing. It's easier to take something than to ask for it. And if you have no compassion for other people, then that becomes the only option that you see as necessary or viable. You're gonna chew that bone, and then probably gonna try and chew me. It's disgusting. I feel so calm. Let's see how long she's going to leave me be in peace. Thank you for the love again, Cable. And Aunt B, thank you so much for joining me here today, my friend. Me and Uncle Becky have talked for almost 3 hours, maybe 2.5 hours in the last 24 hours, and it's been very blessed. I hope he's getting some sleep. I hope he's doing well. Lindab, it's nice to have you here again, my friend. Thank you for joining us again. How have you been? Nate is here as well. Nice haircut, bro. I haven't seen Cable's new haircut, actually. She's so stinking cute. She's cute from afar. Like when you're the one that is expected to continually entertain her, and you're not allowed any peace. Like, oh, I see you're calm for the first time of the day. Guess it's time to terrorize you. Like again, she brings her bone right up to me. I'm like, you think what? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it from you. I'm gonna take it from you. Oh, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. This bone. I'm gonna take it. We don't really take stuff from her, so I don't even think she knows how to respond to something like that. Hello, I'm waiting for Melt to come into my stream. So don't mention it until he does. What haircut? What haircut indeed? I don't know what you're talking about, Cable, whatsoever. Hello Melt. Hey Vincent. Thank you for joining us, my friend. How have you been? Yesterday, only Melt was talking about losing all his hair. Wait a second. Losing all your hair? Did you get your head shaved, Cable? Now I need to know. Have you had a good day? Did absolutely so. Mr. Merman, thank you so much for joining us again, my friend. How have you been? How's your mom been? How has Stephanie been? I hope that you're all well. I hope that you're healthy and thriving. I hope it was the same for you, dude. Merman, my aquatic friend. Oh, we have people seeing each other again. Give me some space. Give me some space. Oh, old dog is getting terrorized again. If we're talking about hair, I'm losing bulk load of them. So it's like my hairline in front is 50% thinner, and I'm also going out of my hair long past my shoulder. It's not the end of the world, Vincent. Hair is literally these thin little tubes of extruded carbon, you know. That's all it really is. It's not something I think we need to attach as much value to as we do. And if you lose your hair, then so be it as well. Interestingly enough, I don't know if it's just interesting to me, but I do actually plan on making little pieces of art with the hair that I do lose, as to, you know, have something to do with it. Because like one of the biggest gripes in me when I do lose hair, like when I'm showering and I'm washing my hair, for example, like throwing all of that hair away every single time, like it's something that I feel it bothers me more, because it's something that I can't just, no, I put you back, you stay where you are. So now I have a plan to do something with it, but I think you'll only see a little bit later when I start doing that. No pancakes. Yes, pancakes, Tabriz. Pancakes can be good sometimes. First time you're growing your hair, sometimes extra growth causes hyper hair loss. Can happen as well, you're very right. But I'd get cut because hair losing. Yes, this is my first time. I used to go for a buzz cut and I suddenly grew them out in this year. I mean, keep growing them, Vincent. See where it takes you, my friend. Long hair requires a lot of keep up. That is very true as well. I need girlfriend. You don't need anything, Indian boy. Because no matter where you go, there you are, my friend. No matter how lost you get, you'll always find yourself right here. And you're going to realize that either now or at some point in your life. And no woman, no place, no job, no thing is going to give that to you if you're not willing to give that to yourself. You don't need anything. You want a girlfriend, but yeah, I hear you. Cable is also on it. Yeah, you don't need anything, my friend. You are already so complete. Yeah, it is taking way too much time to keep them decent. I have a newfound respect for the women around me now. Dude, yeah, 100%. Women work 10 times harder than men do with long hair as well. On top of that, I believe. Did you donate your hair to the 70s museum? No, I have all of my hair right where it was. I'm sure, Cable. I'm sure. There's nothing wrong with your hair whatsoever. I'll just have to happen into one of your streams and be like, oh. Hey, man. Hey, Space Marine. Thank you for joining us again, my friend. How have you been? The hair is still there. Maybe just not where it originally was. Jon Snow? Yes. One in the same. There we go. Signal ad. I am the Jon Snow character from popular book series. Actually, it's not a book. The book series isn't called Game of Thrones. Only the first book is called Game of Thrones. Popular movie series, Game of Thrones, Jon Snow, that's me, yes. And now I am in the middle of Africa. I have retreated. I have changed my ways. From working on the wall, keeping the White Walkers out, and now I'm just kind of chilling, you know. White Walkers are doing their thing, eating people and stuff, but I think it has been time. I died a bunch of times, came back to life, and now I feel I'm just done with that stuff. Oh man, there's no way that you could win though, right? Like realistically, I mean, I'm not going to spoil too much to you friends who haven't seen it, but if you're fighting the actual undead, and things that are basically just bones can be resurrected as well, you're fighting an exponential amount more dead beings. Well, there's been an exponential amount of dead beings before there were the beings that were alive right now. Man, that would be terrifying. Actual, like, zombies emerging from the ground vibes. Because zombies used to be that, you know. Emerges from the ground, crawls out of their little graveyards, and then roam, if you will. The mainstream zombies we have these days are usually sickness zombies, right? Zombies that is some sort of like sickness, and then by biting you, you get that sickness, and then in turn you become a zombie as well. Where the undead zombies would have to kill you in order for you to become a zombie. This is probably a little bit dark, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to think as to why that shift of understanding happened. You know what I think it is? I think it might be the cordyceps fungus. I think as we figured out, there is this thing that's called the cordyceps fungus, and we know that it's basically a fungus that populates the entire body of an insect species that is starting to overpopulate the surface, if you will. Hijacks that species' nervous system, uses it to climb all the way up to a treetop, and then basically pushes his fruiting bodies out of that insect, releasing spores and then creating the whole cycle all over again. So I think with this knowledge, humans learned that there are things that are alive that can basically hijack another being's, you know, neurochemistry / behavior in order to proliferate its existence. And as a result of that understanding, maybe our idea of zombies shifted as well. Or our mainstream depiction of zombies shifted as well. You know what I'm thinking and curious about as well in that way of mainstream depiction of things? There's now a bunch of information coming out about UFOs, and it's pretty established at this point that there are UFOs out there that have technology to travel at speeds that are, you know, unimaginable to us as human beings right now. And this information is coming out now. Recently, it's been declassified. And then a part of this information, we're basically learning that all of the UFO reports we've been getting since, you know, a long time ago, may have all been actually based in reality, and they've all been UFOs of potential extraterrestrials. And then you see throughout our mainstream media, every single time, a depiction of aliens in this horrible way. You know, in some way they're coming to harvest us as humans, eat our brains. There's like an actual alien movie about that. You know, steal our resources, steal our water. Mist was also a scary one. Like, all of these alien movies are usually the aliens are these bad guys, and then the humans have to kind of rally up against them. And now you see with the declassification of the UFO information, there's almost real life re-emergence of that. So I feel in a way, and this might just be my, you know, hippie tinfoil hat theory, that the media and the government has been keeping aliens so stigmatized / demonized, I think is a good one as well. In order to facilitate military spending, like we're basically getting to the point, and we've already been at the point where mutual destruction has been reached, right? We have the power to, like, 10 times over ruin all life on the planet with the current weapons we have. So we already have that capacity as warfare, just to kill everything. So what is the point of now producing more weapons on top of that capacity? Then, like, as soon as this becomes an understanding in our general consciousness, this alien information becomes available, or let's say UFO information becomes available. And with all of the stigma we've had attached to what aliens are, with the movies we've been watching, same with the zombies movies we've been watching, like, it basically shapes the understanding / our current understanding shapes what we choose to create. And because we've had such a lack of understanding about aliens, and they've always been shrouded in mysticism, our movies, were they created as a result of that mysticism, or were they created to facilitate that mysticism? Because at the end of the day, if aliens wanted to kill us, right, they would be very equipped to. Because if they have the technology to be here on our planet, for us to be able to spot their UFOs, and for them to be able to travel in the way that they do, that we've observed them to travel, that basically clearly says to me that they have technology far beyond what we can imagine. And if they in turn wanted to harm us as human beings, it wouldn't be something that would be difficult for them. So now I think, if anything, like, the declassification of this information is a way to re-strengthen maybe some of the uncertainty of that as a topic. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe I'm shotgun theorying something negative, and maybe it's a good thing. Maybe they're trying to soften up the human population to the understanding that UFOs are a thing before we get introduced to aliens. Right, like thinking of beings in a tube out there somewhere in space is a little bit less scary than thinking of the tube on the ground and the beings coming out of the tube, You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Maybe this is just step one. I'm looking forward to if we ever meet aliens, though. I think it could do a lot for us as humanity. Oh, man, imagine just having aliens show up, like, broadcasting to every single channel in the world. We have the secret. It's the thing we did to become as wealthy as a civilization as we have. Dead silence. The entire world listens. Stop being dicks to each other. They climb on their ship, fly out into the universe. Yeah, it would be just that easy, really. Hey Lisa, thank you for joining us, my friend. Kids and pets have impeccable things to interrupt you in your time of peace and quiet. Have impeccable timing to interrupt you. Yeah, they do. You're very much right, Mr. Smitty. And I'm very aware of that as well. And I feel almost guilty in a way when I tell Kiki, give me some space, because I'm thinking about I'm like extrapolating what I'm saying and how I'm feeling about why I'm saying it and why I'm doing it, and then thinking 5 years into the future, 10 years into the future, maybe I have a little kid running around. I don't want to say that to him, Maybe I'll just have to hold on to him. Have him pulling my hair or slapping my bald head if it comes to that as well. Maybe something like that. I don't know. I'm trying to become as aware and as calm and as present and as feeling into the empathy of that. Because fortunately, Kiki isn't going to necessarily form any unworthiness feelings, with me telling her, give me some space. But a child, You know, that definitely can be something that affects their consciousness and how they perceive themselves. Man, and there's just so much to it. How do you do it, Charles? How do you do it, my friend? Now that you mentioned it, Melt, looks like Jon Snow. Yeah, Vincent, Kit Harington. We've had that one a few times. You can just hear Kiki's little bells come along. Man always has the nice scarves. I'm happy you appreciate it, friend. This was a gift from my mom. I think... No, I can't say that. This is my favorite flower scarf. It's your only freaking flower scarf. No, that's my favorite one. That's the way. That's good, my guy. Good to see you again, bro. Cheers. Thank you, Ewell. I hope you have a wonderful one, my friend. Gavel, the natural born killer 5. Before you get a girlfriend, you must first love yourself completely. Then your heart will open, and you and love will pour in. Absolutely, Lisa. I couldn't have said it better myself. I thought Mickey too. A song of ice and fire. You're a zombie. No, not quite. Don't turn Kiki into a zombie. Don't eat Kiki either. I won't slag. And thank you for joining us, my friend. Melt, I love listening to you and Uncle Becky chat. Good stuff. Thank you so much, Auntie. Fly almost flew into my face as I was reading that. I would love to have you join us for a chat as well sometime, Auntie. Having a nice day. Original zombies are voodoo zombies. Ooh, thank you for letting me know that, Sundowner. I appreciate you kind of enlightening me to that. So voodoo was the original zombie, so almost like necromancery. What a trip. So it was human powers, and then what? Paranormal coincidence, and then it was viruses and fungi and stuff. You're right, nature is lit AF. It really is. I have horrors. I couldn't agree more. Nature is quite something. Well established. Well established? Are you asking me if I'm well established? No, I won't actually say that, because I can't exactly stay here indefinitely. East Coast Rabbit, thank you for joining us, my friend. How have you been? And thank you for being here with us as well, Candace. How are you doing, my friend? Oh, hope you're well. What about the time travel and multi-dimensional movies coming out? What movies are coming out that are about time travel and multi-dimensional subject matter, if you will? I would love to see them as well. Sounds cool. You should tell me. Steadily Shine, good morning to you, friend. How have you been? Much love to you as well. Thank you for sharing the space with us. Well wishes to you all. Our weekend is going great. Just prepping these potatoes. Mammy gave the recipe for. That sounds amazing. You should let us know how they are, actually, Candace. Do not eat from the tree of knowledge, or they shall become as we are. The tree of knowledge of good and evil. How can you sin, as Eve and Adam sinned, if you don't know what the difference is between good and evil? How can you know you're not supposed to do something, especially if it's almost something that is set up to fail? Like the story of the apple. Imagine you just telling... So, like, I feel, if anything, Adam and Eve had maybe more of a juvenile level of consciousness, because they didn't know, about the world. They didn't know about hardship or evil or harm. So I think very much a childish mindset. And then you tell this childish mindset, like, oh, everything, everything you see here is yours, which would be a given if it was just left that way, right? But in my almightiness, my divinity, I created all of this, and I also created this one thing, this one tree, which you are not allowed to touch. You're not allowed to eat this fruit. How does that make sense? And then like there's the argument, oh, but it's free will, but then you wanted that to happen. That's kind of the point. You were like, yeah, let's see what happens if this happens. And then all of it happened as it happened after that as well. I don't buy it. I definitely don't buy it. I think if anything, maybe the tree of knowledge was a symbolism for some things that we already have on our planet. And partaking of these things could in a way maybe give you information that would be of divine nature. And if you've received this information and could in some way consolidate it, it could help you / force you to argue or defend or reevaluate the way that you've been thinking about life, or about the things that you've been believing about life, or what your family or immediate tribesmen, if you will, believe about life. And I think that is where the true value in it lies. But the value is subjective to the person being able to experience that, because if it's a person experiencing that and then challenging the system that already is there, then that becomes a problem to the people running the system and benefiting from the system that already is there. That was a very contrived way / confusing way of saying that I believe there are things that can be represented as the tree of knowledge of good and evil on this planet, and those things were demonized in such a profound way that this Bible story is almost written around it to keep you away from that, so that you don't in some way gain this divine information that would in some way free you, you know, from this garden that you might find yourself in. That is at least my interpretation of that. Song of Fire and Ice is what it's called. Okay, thank you for letting me know, Cable. Well, my Sunday is almost over and now I have to go to college tomorrow. But I'm thinking of skipping since due to COVID, we have online classes. I mean, Vincent, if you can do your classes online, that sounds good to me. Do you think we've been lied to by the government about aliens? I do think we've had information kept from us for a very long time, if anything. That I do believe. When they know for proof that life outside the Earth exists. I mean, we've declassified UFOs. So there are quite literally, you know, flying objects out there that we have not identified. We don't know whose they are. We don't know where they come from. We know that they cannot be manufactured of human technology. So, I mean, that is at least proof enough to me. I think we have been contacted, but it's been kept from us. I think so as well, Cable. Gob, thank you for joining us, my friend. Olive Juice Elephant Shoe. Gabagoo, gabagoo, olive. Wait a second. I don't know what song you're referencing. I can't get the rhythm. But hey, Gob, thank you for joining us, my friend. To keep us unaware and fighting between ourselves. That's the one, Cable. I think so as well. By the way, it's my first day of college, but it depends on whether or not I actually go. I mean, if it's your first day, Vincent, that makes a big difference, friend. Maybe just go for the experience of seeing it. Even if you get to do your work online, just go and see it so that you can have your first day as an experience, if you will. Exactly, Mel. They make so many weapons when it's unnecessary. We could go to the intelligent life with a shotgun in our hand. Yeah. You know, imagine not even just intelligent life, but life that has mastered the elements, you know. So being able to telepathically control things. And this being, you know, having love in its heart, but also being completely capable of defending itself. Like opens its doors to you, keeps its arms open, trying to receive you lovingly, and you walk up to it with a shotgun. I believe it's just going to be like, oh, what a shame, and then stop your heart or something, you know. Just don't. I mean, like, it knows what humans are capable of. It's been watching us for a long time. The only way to continue forward is in love, you know, and the same thing accounts for our planet as well. We're either going to lead ourselves to complete destruction or to a place of complete harmony and peace. It's going to be an active choice, but I do believe we're already making it. And some friend, they were created to keep us dumb. It is very design. If the art is making you aware, it's making you blind. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that, Cable, but I do feel the energy you're trying to share. You eating feathers? Hello from Florida. Love the vibe, brother. Hope you have a great day. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as well, attention. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to South Africa. I appreciate you sharing some of your vibe with me. Ah, shucks, Mrs. B. You are a handsome dude. Yeah, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise, my friend. Freaking drop dead gorgeous you are, dude. Trying to keep myself safe from Kiki. Ah! No, go and chew your dead thing somewhere else. Go and chew your dead thing somewhere else, you ruffian, you. I feel like I'm performing on 0.75 speed. It feels so peaceful. It makes me so happy. Make it a stone, you almighty God. Tree of knowledge is meant to be eaten. Yes, yes, yes. Why is it fruit then? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You're so right, Cable. Why wasn't it made of, stone? If it was that important of knowledge and it was that not supposed to be eaten, if you will, you just make it a bunch of pebbles, This is the pebble stack of knowledge. You have to suck literally every molecule of pebble off of this pebble, one layer at a time to gain the knowledge within. So you would literally have to spend months sucking this pebble if you want to gain the knowledge that's inside the pebble. That sounds like a intelligent way to store, this resource, this very important way of finding information, or maybe hiding this information, making it undesirable so that only the most dedicated of individuals would actually put in the time to get that information. Nah, just make it a nice and tasty fruit. Put it there in a tree. Will tease you every single day with its voluptuousness. Fruit's meant to be eaten. You're very much right, Cable. Enjoy pleasure, enjoy enjoyment, enjoy sadness. All of it is meant to be enjoyed. Padawa! It's been forever, my friend. Thank you for joining us. That's why we shouldn't get caught up in thought too much. Just do as you please without taking from others. Also, hi Simba. Hi Padawa, how have you been, my friend? Nice to have you here. Drinking water with the intention of peace today. Just being at peace. I feel it's been so easy for me to keep running, and not necessarily running in a negative direction, but I'm busy with a new passion project at the moment, and I'm getting really into it when it comes to research and looking things up and getting things prepared. And it's great to do that and to be excited about that. But I'm also becoming aware of this urgency to it. I don't know why that is, Why do we get into this space where we're like, I want to do this now, I want to do this, and I want to do that, and I want to do this, and then sometimes we don't want to do anything at all. How do we get to a place where we have more balance? I'm actually trying to figure out. Hmm. Like I feel I'm coming up with not many great answers. Taking a break is the only real answer that's coming to mind that would work. Well, maybe not taking a break as much as giving yourself some off time from that. No, it's very easy to get so passionate about something that you can like get yourself lost. And then once you basically escape, once you unlost yourself, if you will, you can find yourself not wanting to go back. And that's what I'm trying to become aware of slash stay vigilant of, because this is something that I genuinely see a lot of potential in. I'm wondering just how long I can do it for, and if it's something that I want to incorporate indefinitely. I'm speaking cryptic right now, and you'll know why in a few years' time, maybe. Yeah. It's difficult to talk about. We're going into a new world, friends. Things are going to be drastically different, and we're going to be a part of that change. I was too tired to visit last night, but we'll join in soon. Bubby has been whittling me down the past week. That's completely okay on B. I look forward to the time that you would join us. You're a good mom. I'm happy that at least there is someone for Bubby to whittle down, if you will. Whittle is like when you take small pieces of a knife off of a block of wood, right, to create something. If you're being whittled down, you're being sculpted into the fantastic mom you already are, Aunt B. Do you believe in the great cataclysm? And time being circular, not linear? I mean, it's hard to say that I believe in something like that. I mean, I can hold it as a conceptualization and thinking of both a linear understanding of time and space and existence versus thinking of it in a more circular manner. To my logic, the circular understanding of that makes a little bit more sense because you already see it in the cyclical nature of our universe, right? And it is a little bit of a human perception slash bias way to deduct that information. But I think just because of the nature of how things work in our universe, you know, the ones and zeros and ons and offs and the seasons and the cycles that humans go through as well, I do believe that more in the cyclical nature of things, if anything. Yeah, but I think there has been a direct contact that has been kept from the history books, like communication and sharing of technology and insight and other such beautiful things. I mean, Havel, if we're putting on the tinfoil hats, just look at the exponential growth of our technology over the last few years. That could be one of the things. We could have maybe like found a crash landed alien spaceship on our planet, started to dissect this thing, used our microscope, found chips on this thing, and we saw that they had some sort of logic gate system and transistors ridiculously small. Then we started to try and maybe scale that technology that we saw up into smaller or larger parts technically for us to actually experiment with that thing. It could be. I'm not saying that's the case, but I see it as a potential of things that could have happened and could maybe explain why things accelerated as fast. It could also be just you know, Moore's law, as we're basically pushing this technology, that is also something that is going to inevitably happen. We like fast chips. It's definitely something we can have in common. Like when I say we, I mean like intelligent species. I'm pretty sure every single highly intelligent species will build some sort of chip. You know, something that can compute information faster and a little bit more precise in some ways than a biological system would be able to. Love doesn't mean than physics. Love doesn't mean than physics doesn't exist, lol. Uh, if love doesn't exist, then physics doesn't exist. I'm not exactly sure what you mean, friend, but I agree. You know, if love wasn't real, physics probably wouldn't be real either. maybe that's my hippie take on it, but that's what I believe at least. Oh god, I just got the olive juice. Don't know about elephant shoes though. I'm also not sure about the elephant shoes. Yeah, Melt. I was actually thinking of the same thing about going, but you know how I talked about taking a degree in English. Yeah, I do remember. But the thing is, I have applied for that. It is a university of my choice. But I'm not sure if I'll be able to get in since I opted for maths and physics in high school. There are some changes I could get accepted and I want to take it. Well, my friend, if you want to, then why not? But until my letter of acceptance is going to engineering college as a backup, and I'm not liking it, but I have to, since I was sitting home doing nothing home for 1 year. But I'm not sad about losing that 1 year because I could actually find something I really like doing. I found my love for literature. That sounds perfect, my friend. I mean, spending a year finding your passion is like something that a lot of people can say they've had the honor of doing. That sounds really good to me, friend. Definitely follow that passion then. Are you already trying to write yourself if you have this passion for literature? I would love to know, my friend. Where can I get outfits like those? This outfit, my friend, was tailor designed by me walking through a shopping mall and looking through windows and seeing if they have button-up shirts that look funky, and then walking into said button-up shirts selling funky looking shops, if you will, and then taking a bunch of them home, if you will, and then wearing them at home whilst adding pashminas. That is how you get the outfit, friend. It's not something special. It was quite simple, if you will. I hope that you find your way, my friend. If you really need help, I'll sell consultations. I'll be like, yes, shirt looks good. Shirt no look good. A haiku. I walk in circles, uneven steps all the way. I have lost a shoe. Thank you. Thank you, friend. That is actually kind of beautiful. But I've read one. A haiku is like a type of Japanese short poem, right? I walk in circles, uneven steps all the way. I have lost a shoe. That's how you're supposed to read it, technically, right? Now I kind of want to do one as well. Let's feel into that. Smoke exhaled, lungs relief. Another bowl I pack. Yeah. A weed haiku. I probably did it wrong. But that's the closest one I could come up with. That is like 3 sentences like that. Thank you, my friend. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you. I appreciate you sharing your information with me as well, friend. Thank you for sharing this reality, you beautiful haiku. Yeah, I really appreciate it as well. A good friend, hey Yater, thank you for being here, once told me that contrast is the key. If you are too far on one side, be mindful and swing to the other. Contrast can bring balance. Yes, it can. I feel it's also a gauge as to what you're doing, right? Like if you have something to contrast your current behavior with, then you can more reliably tell, you can make a more educated decision, if you will, about whether or not you're doing something right or wrong. Contrast. There's so much contrast in this life as well. Sometimes too much to bear. Mine was a great, because I drew all of my favorite TV show characters only to get amazing feedback from all of my best friends. I'm going to go to art school. That sounds amazing, Ferret. Quincy. Maybe Quincy is the one I should say. Quincy the Ferret? Quincy then, I guess. That sounds amazing, Quincy. Going to art school? What do you want to do with your art degree afterwards? Do you want to like create a brand of your own? Do you want to do paintings? Do you want to do digital illustrations? Do you want to make videos? Do you want to make animations? Do tell us, my friend. I would love to know. It sounds like you are starting a new journey. I thought it's for you. It sounds amazing indeed. Thank you. Very excited. Actually a bit frightened too. Yes. VS Bong. Be frightened a bit, my friend. Learn from that space as well. Good day to you, Simon. Thank you for joining me, my friend. Oh, Simon is sprinkling love on the stream. I appreciate you, my friend. Just like a roller coaster ride, it's going to be. How's your day? I'm guessing you're asking someone else, Lisa. If you're asking me, my day has been well. I hope your day's been well as well, my friend. Do feel free to tell us. I always desiring, you will only see the manifestation. Forever desireless, you will always see the mystery. I think there is balance to be had in those as well, Eye of Horus. Always desiring, you will see the manifestation. Forever desireless, you will see the mystery. I think maybe that is something about nature. It can really inspire that sense of mystery / awe in you as well. Because with nature, it's like, for instance, looking at a tree, I guess there could be some things desirable about a tree. Maybe if it's bearing fruit, you could desire to eat those fruit, or maybe there could be a desire of using it as firewood. But looking at a tree for just the way that it looks and for seeing the beauty, I mean, maybe there's a desire in me to see the beauty in the tree, and maybe then I'm boycotting myself, but there definitely is a sense of mystery that floods through your being just by looking at a tree. You can kind of nudge yourself a little bit more into the right direction by imagining all of the little beings that live on it. The little burbs that call it home. We don't have too many squirrels here in South Africa, so I would say squirrels as well, but oh my god, I could have said it anyway. You know what I'm saying. Being desireless allows you to see the mystery. So the point I'm trying to make, that maybe nature and its mysterious nature yeah, kind of like originates / arises from the inability to necessarily desire it the way we desire other things in our lives sometimes. Because I feel the things we end up desiring in our lives are usually very simple. Right? Like, none of us can say, well, I mean, I feel the thing I desire most is a little bit complicated, but the basics of what we as humans desire, just to be clothed properly, to have a place to live, to be able to afford the things that we want. Those things are very small in the scale of just the earth, or our solar system. Being able to, rather unable to, like, desire nature, maybe that's one of the things that we're missing in a way as well. Because we don't desire nature as much as we're supposed to, we kind of see it as disposable sometimes. The mystery can be so scary that we try to remove it. Or I'm thinking too much about this, I'm gonna stop. These are my days. I'm going, well, how about you? I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that, Yater. It is 11:15, just starting. 11:15 a.m. I'm guessing, right, Lisa? Bob, thank you for joining us. My days haven't been good, but hopefully it'll get better. I'm sure. I think I just read Avani's message instead. Sorry, my friend. I'm sorry to hear that your days haven't been going well. I hope they go better, my friend. They usually do. As we continue showing up, as we continue feeling into the space of learning, feeling into the space of just being there for ourselves even, it gets easier. The days get better. I hope your day gets better, my friend. Sending you love and light. Bob says, morning, afternoon, Mel. Just hearing your voice brings a sense of peace. Of course, you say the P word, my friend. That's our intention for today. Peace. It makes me so happy to hear that my voice can bring you peace, my friend. This is the way. Thank you for joining us, Bob. Vincent, some of the best things in life start out frightening. You will never know if you don't go. Sending you strength, my friend. Look forward to hearing about your first day. Thank you for sharing the love as well, Yater. I appreciate that so much. What do you think of the outside world? I don't think there is such a thing as the outside world, my friend. Outside from what? Outside from you? Are you outside of the world? Are you? I don't think so. If you were to be taken outside of the world, be put in empty space, you wouldn't continue being for that long. So you're very much a part of this entire world, my friend. And that's what I think of the outside world. Oh, we have Nelson in chat. I don't know if you're still here, my friend, but thank you for joining us, you beautiful man. How have you been, my dude? Look at him there, being beautiful, admiring beauty. Game, recognizing game. Poetry in motion. Art, imitating life, imitating art. Thank you for being a part of this artistic expression with me. You beautiful being you. Thank you, Nelson. I appreciate you sharing your love. Yayo! It's nice to have you here, my friend. Thank you for joining us again. I'm doing well. How have you been? It's been a while. Thank you, management. I just might be what I need. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, my friend. You are appreciated and loved. Thank you for joining us. You're looking happy, brother. I'm feeling very happy, Apple. I'm hoping you're happy as well. I hope that we can share smiles with one another. Yes, Melt, I'm actually writing, but I'm not actually writing on a particular idea. It's all jumbled. I'm trying to read as much as I can whenever I get time, trying to get a hold around things, since I ignore English completely in high school. But I'm journaling a lot for 2 hours, so every day plus writing whenever I can is improving my writing a lot, so I can hope I could write something decent soon that I can share if there that I can share it here in family. Please do, my friend. We would love to read it with you. Thank you for sharing with us as well. Avemi, thank you for helping me spell it out as well. Avemi. I'll try and remember, my friend. I'm sure I will. Love to you. Thanks. It's all being so much. Thanks, Yader. You all being here makes me so much less anxious. I'm so happy to hear that. Anyone get my name wrong? Everyone gets my name wrong. I don't know why necessarily. Maybe it's just something that's confusing. Avemi, right? Avemi? Avemi? Avemi. I'm hoping that I'm saying it correctly now. Thank you for the silver bob. Did I say it wrong? Avemi. Have you achieved nirvana? Maybe at some point, my friend. Maybe a few times. But it's not necessarily something that you achieve as much as it is something that you become aware of again. It's always there. Still here, male babies. Much love right back at you. Thank you so much, Nelson. To you friends who are still here, if you're wondering why this is melt on 0.75 speed, I might have overdone it with an edible today. I have these individually wrapped cookies that me and my mom made together. And they're very strong. Very strong. To the point where I basically eat either a half or a third of a cookie. And then I'm done. I'm like waxed. And I basically ate like a third, but a little bit less than a third of a cookie the previous time. And today I was like, you know, the rest of the cookie kind of looks... Oh, you're so dirty. You're so... She doesn't want to stop. No. No. Someone like dripped some wetness on her or something. I can't win. She's just like, oh yeah. What you gonna do, old man? Think you can stop me? Think you can stop me, old man? You're gonna scratch you up. I'm excited to hear you share your productivity and creativity, Vincent. I'm also looking forward to it, Lisa. Thank you for being an encouraging voice as well. I achieved nirvana when I bought the Unplugged album. I can't actually say with certainty I know what you're talking about, Nelson. Unplugged by who? I'm curious. Nelson, how is everyone? I'm doing well, Gloomy Sunshine. How are you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing a little bit better. Do tell me, is the furniture a little bit better? Is the things still bad? I hope they've been improving. I've been thinking about you, my friend. I'm enjoying the pace of Melt Dog. I'm happy you appreciate it as well, friend. I'm at peace. I'm so at peace. So aware of all of the different sounds and the state of mind as well. Man. Life is so surreal. Nirvana the band. Oh, Nirvana the band. You see, like I'm actually a little bit too young, I think, to properly have listened to Nirvana. Nirvana Unplugged. Pretty great. I'll have to listen to that, Nelson. Now it has to be done. No, the puppy. Yeah, Bob, she is absolutely adorable. She's growing up though. And she's so lazy. Like, refuses to jump herself. And she does this thing, and you've probably seen it on some video or personally as well. She can't necessarily make the jump to the couch. So you just hang your hand over and you hold it at the back of her head and she'll press back and then just like push with her legs and walk up the couch. So as a result of that, she knows that is what's going to happen every single time. So she refuses to jump. She'll just like make noise and make noise and make noise and try and like get your legs until you actually reach your hand out, and she like instantly goes up there. Power walking up the walls. She's adorable. I love the speed, my friend. 0.7. Thank you so much. I love you as well. I love you so much. Thank you, Gator. I appreciate you, friend. The band Nirvana. Thank you for correcting me, friends. I should have actually known, because that's what we were talking about just a second before. I'm trying to make my day great. What advice do you have for someone who is lovesick with unrequited love? No relationship worked for years. Now it affects my peace. Thank you. That's a good question, Beauty. Cyan Beauty. So, like, I don't exactly know what to tell you, or feel like I can tell you something that would 100% make things better. Coming from someone who has been single for a while now, and then got into like an 8-day relationship after being single for 2 years, and then realizing in that short relationship why it's so much more important for me to be happy, secure, and in a state of understanding of what I value within inside of myself before I'll need to be in a relationship again. You know, and in that way, like, I think that's the only thing that I could tell you. Like, become aware that this state that you're in right now, being not in a relationship, I believe you're going to have to stay in this state of being not in a relationship until you've grown to the point where you're ready for a relationship. So if you're postponing your growth, looking for something, be it a relationship or something external from yourself to fulfill you, instead of actually doing the work that is necessary within inside of yourself, then you're never going to be ready for the person that you're supposed to be with. Avemi, you aren't wrong, considering there are a lot of ways to read it, but but I've other names too. You can call me Imeva, Avemi or Imeva. I think Avemi would be the preferable one, because I'm gonna have a hard time remembering Imeva as well. And would you join your stream lately? Hugs management, I'm doing alright. When it rains it pours. My son's cat ran away on his birthday. As far as the furniture, we finally got new mattresses and ordered a couch yesterday. I'm so happy to hear that, my friend. Have you gotten a chance to go camping yet? I do hope so. You do have your camping gear now, right? Don't sweat it, friend. I'm also sending you much love. Thank you so much, Nelson, for being so understanding, my friend. Hope the cat returns excited. New furniture. Yeah, I hope so as well. It sounds amazing. Thank you for the silver, honey badger. I appreciate that, friend. Nelson, what do you stream? Nelson is also I would say a personality streamer, if you will. Just has chats of chat. Yeah, Ivema is basically Vemi reversed. Avemi is a word I made up, Lamal. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Imeva, got it. Avemi Imeva. It's a cool name though, friend. Does it mean something? I'm curious. Thank you, management. I hope your weekend is going well. I'll just talk shit and cook breakfast and swear a lot, management. Sweat and sweat. Sweat and sweat. Awesome. I hope to catch it. When do you stream? Like, Nelson does have a pretty much when the time comes type of stream schedule, I believe. Look inwards, then external things go wrong. Absolutely. Looking inwards, I think, is the most healthy pursuit that you can go on. Kathy, thank you for the love you share, my friend. Dropping jewels. Thank you for the jewels you've dropped, Jackal. I appreciate you, my friend. Love to you. I hope you're well. I hope you know you're appreciated and cared for. And I hope you know that you can go and make a difference in someone else's life. I just realized who Nelson is. Wow. Nelson, the Doge himself. He's a cool dude. Thank you for the faith in humanity restored, for the silver, the Garage Father himself. Dude, are you still streaming, Garage Father? I don't think I've seen you online in a while, my friend. You're missed and you're appreciated. Thank you for sharing the space with us. Thank you for the advice. Thank you, friend, for listening. I hope it helps, you know. I don't know anything, but spend that time looking inside, friend. Work on yourself. Happy birthday to your son as well. Belated birthday, but happy birthday indeed, my friend. Thank you. I'm going to look for you. No problem. Look forward to meeting you. Swear and sweat. Okay, there we go. That makes a little bit more sense. You're so sweet, management. Thank you. We took him to the fair. It sounds like an amazing time. Gave it. I'd like to thank. I've never seen that award before. I'd like to thank you, Kathy. Thank you, my friend. I did last night, my friend. I should go and check it out. Thank you for letting me know as well, Garage Father. And thank you for sharing the space with us, my divine friend. How do you know when you've done the work for a relationship? Is it intrinsic? I think in a lot of ways it would be intrinsic, yeah. Intrinsic, and also something that you would just know. Maybe it would be something that you could read from your significant other. If you don't read understanding between one another, then understanding hasn't been met yet, or reached yet, if you will. Off to bed now. Much love to all of you friends. Good night, Eye of Horus. Rest well, Eye of Horus. Lisa, Nelson, Garage Father, Kathy, Gloomy Sunshine, Christine, Vincent, Avemi. I'll read your messages and then I'm going to say goodbye, friends. Avemi might mean something, but my real name, legal name, all being with Avem or ISO. Arvem, I don't know what exactly you mean by that, my friend, but thank you for telling me. Since there was an alien discussion, there was a theory about acceptance perception of reality. It says the world as vast as we want it to be is at our convenience. Theory also says about creation of higher beings or God is also. Vincent, you're melting my brain, dude. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much for joining me in this space and for sharing this time with me. I am eternally grateful. So grateful to you, friends, choosing to be here with me, choosing to share this space with me, choosing to talk with me and to understand the things that I feel and want to share with you as well. Thank you for proving to me that love is real. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.